face. This is crazy. I apologize, you guys. Oh my god. I had to put a mask on because I've got two guys bringing a dresser in for me right now. I apologize, I got kicked off when the call went through, so that's why we're gonna take it back to my room right now. But let's keep going. You're up and standing, taking a little break, a little breather. I again apologize for that. We're gonna go ahead and jump right back in. All right. So let's get a couple vinyasas in just to reset. Go ahead and stand tall at the top of your mat. Go and bring your arms up and overhead, lengthen. Exhale, go and take a dive forward. Inhale, halfway. Planting your palms, go ahead and step or hop, take it back. Inhale, reaching up. And exhale, hips up and back. Resetting your breath, go ahead and take one more round here, coming onto your toes. Bend your knees. Step or hop, bringing it up. Inhale, halfway. And fold. Arms overhead. Exhale, hands to heart. And one more here. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, dive. Inhale, halfway, planting your palms. Step or hop, go and take it back. Either vinyasa or straight back to downward. Facing dog, hips up and back, tilt. Pedal out those legs, take a nice deep breath in. Out your mouth, let it go. Alright, we're gonna meet back at the top. We're gonna start to twist here. As you come onto those toes, look forward. Bending your knees, go ahead and take a step. Hop to the top. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, dive. Arms up and over. And hands to hearts. Pausing here, lifting that belly. Go ahead and send your hips back. Into a chair pose. Now resetting strong to the center, you're going to take your left elbow, bring it across your right side, pressing your palms together, and go ahead and take a twist. Now holding here as you stack the shoulders, pause, hips, shifted back, inner thighs reaching down. Now from here, we're gonna stay on the side. I want you to lift up your left heel. You're gonna take an inhale, exhale, send your foot back. Set it into a nice deep lunge. You're still on twist. Take an inhale, exhale, step your foot forward again. And again, inhale, exhale, step it back. And again, inhale, using your core, shift it forward. One more here, inhale. Exhale back, pausing here. Keep reaching your heart forward. Take another inhale. And as you exhale, go and gently release your hands down, reaching your heart forward, broaden through your collarbones. Take an inhale. And this time, as you exhale, I want you to go and float your back leg up towards the standing splits. Long through that supporting leg, let your head drop down. As you shift it forward, take another inhale. And exhale. One more round of breath here. And gently release, bringing the toes together. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, fold. Arms overhead, stand. And hands all the way to your heart. Reset. Take a nice deep inhale. Out your mouth, let it go. Alright, hands at heart. Shoulders soft, second side. Bending your knees, send your hips back, strong through your core. Pulling your heart forward, go ahead and take your right elbow. Now bring it across all the way to the left side. Now pressing your palms together, taking that nice twist here. Keep that rotation going. Take your heel, go and start to lift it up. Now take your gaze down, and then from here, begin to send your right foot, step it back. Pause here, keep reaching your heart forward. Take another inhale. Exhale, bring it forward. And again, working through balance, support through that center. Step it back. Inhale. Exhale, forward. One more round here, inhale. Exhale, send it back. Pausing here for a breath, take another inhale. Exhale. One more round of breath. And go ahead and gently release, bringing your hands down, pause, send your heart forward, take another inhale. As you exhale, you're gonna float your back leg up off the mat. Pausing here, let the head hang, shoulder blades drawing up. One more round of breath. And exhale, go ahead and bring both feet down towards the mat. Inhale, nice length. And this time, let's go and take it through a vinyasa or meet me back in downward facing dog. Step or hop. Inhale, find your lip. And exhale, hips up and back. Go ahead, taking a nice deep breath in here. Out your mouth, let it go. And we're gonna get in just one round of warrior two to get us into our final balance. So I want you to inhale, float your right leg. As you exhale, go ahead and just step one around. Step that right foot forward. Drop your left heel down. Warrior two, we're gonna open up that left arm back. Reach your right arm forward, pressing here, pausing for a breath. As you soften the shoulders down, away from the ears. Now we're gonna keep going with balance here. So it's gonna be a big transition. If you wanna have your blocks or angle yourself towards a chair or a wall to really keep that balance, go for it. Pausing, all good. Nice, taking a moment, holding it from here, and take a nice big bend. Shift it all the way back to crescent pause, reaching both arms up and overhead, shoulders nice and soft. You're gonna bend the back knee, and you're gonna spring up all the way, taking that left foot across, and then figure four across that right thigh. Hips reach back, ribs draw in, now pausing here. Good. Shifting back, again, finding your balance as you shift those hips back, strong to that core. Now from here, we're gonna add on to this position. So here's where you find that balance. Find that shift, we're gonna take that elbow, and you're gonna start to rotate towards the foot on top. Now, you can either bring that elbow towards the ankle, if you need to hold on. The goal is that we're trying to get our elbow into the arch of our right foot. It is a big rotation. Whew. And it's a big challenge with balance. So again, if you have something in front of you, even with the blocks, that's what I was saying, maybe a block to walk it over to the side, play with it, make sure you feel balanced. It's a big rotation to the side. So taking your time with it as you make your way into it. 2 more rounds of breath. 1 more. And then go ahead and bring yourself all the way back to center pause. Inhale, lift and lengthen. And release. Good, taking a moment. There was a lot going on there. A lot going on in general right now in my home. I apologize. I'm trying to be very yogi about it and being like, you know, this is life. This is just what happens. It's part of all of this new thing that we're all trying to do. But that being said, take a deep inhale. Exhale, let it go. All right, second side, last round here. Inhale, float. Exhale, take that dive forward. Inhale, reaching your heart out. Either vinyasa or straight back to downward facing dog. Inhale, lift to lengthen. And then sending those hips up. Reaching those inner thighs back. Heels dropping down. Inhale, left leg floats. And then bring your knee to your nose. Step your foot between your hands. Back heel drops down. Now we're going into warrior two. Windmill right arm down. Now we're just here for a moment because we're trying to open up those hips just a bit. Pressing the palms down. Really squaring out those shoulders towards the side of your mat. Hugging that left outer hip back. Keep pressing into your back foot. 2 more here. 1 more round of breath. And then as you inhale, bring it all the way up. Pause. Lengthen. Reaching through the fingertips, wrapping triceps forward. Belly drawn in. Now, this is a big change here because we're going from 2 legs to 1 leg. It's a big balance. So even if you want to bring those hands to heart before you bend that back, you take an inhale. As you exhale, bring it up, take it across. And it might take a couple tries. Feel free to have fun with that one. It's a big situation going on there. But first and foremost, really feel that core engagement. Nice support through the center a softening through your shoulders, a broadening through your collarbones. Now, we're headed for our final twist here, our nice big balance. Of course, play with it. As you shift forward, it changes balance. So where that elbow can go. Ideally, we're trying to hook it into the arch of that foot. It might take some time. So again, if you've got a wall in front of you to hold on to, if you've got a block that you're using, anything that you can kind of maneuver around you to try to help get you into that position, go for it. But it's that nice big twist that we're working into. Take another round of breath here. One more. Inhale brings you back to center. And lift and lengthen. And exhale, release. Soften your shoulders down. Take a deep breath in. Let it all go. Awesome. As you release your arms, standing tall, take an inhale, float. Exhale, take a dive forward. Inhale, halfway. Step or hop, either through your vinyasa or straight back to downward facing dog. It'll be your last one. And shift it up and back. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, let it go. Bringing your knees back down to your mat, bring your toes together. Take a child's pose and kind of settle. A lot of energy stirred up. I do apologize, some of that was just because of my own chaos going on right now where I am. But just take your time. See if you can reset your breath. Come back into your space, into your calm. And when you're ready, taking your time, go and shift forward. Let's go and take it a bit into the hips here. So go and step your right foot forward. Take a nice deep lunge now. Step that right foot wide from here as you press the hips down. Now again, blocks kind of are fun here. It depends. Right now I have my knee attached to my right shoulder. So my right knee, you can see I keep moving this right leg. It's the right knee I'm talking about. That knee's attached to my shoulder, pulling the heart forward. Now see if it works for you. If you want to lower those elbows down, but here's where maybe it might be a little bit too low. So you take your blocks, you adjust onto blocks. Again, any height, anywhere that might work for you. Now if you're wanting to get just a little bit deeper into this right glute, you can take the toes out, rotate them to the side, and gently let it fall open. Now no pain at all whatsoever in this front knee here. You want to make sure the knee feels good, back knee feels good. Overall, just kind of getting into the glute there. Getting a nice little hip stretch to that left hip flexor. Taking another round of breath here. And then from here, go and take your time, bringing yourself back up. Now, walk your right foot in, and then go and shift your hips back. A nice flex through your front foot. So again, maybe a chair's in front of you, maybe you've got your blocks, soft bend if you'd like. Hands can be on shin, but we're gonna just take a nice little fold over this right leg, getting into the back of the leg here. Taking just a couple more rounds of breath. And then go ahead and take your time, bring yourself back up. And go and step your right foot back. Let's go and switch. Step your left foot forward. Bring it towards the outside of your left hand. Sending the hip forward. Now first attach. Just make sure you got that nice lunge, a nice lift through the core. Shoulders are soft. Again, staying on the hands, the arms is great. If it feels better for you to drop down onto the forearms, go for it. You decide. And if you want to go deeper into that glute, you want to turn the toes out to the side. Taking 2 more rounds here. And as you inhale, taking your time, Walking your hands up, go and bring your foot across. Flexing your foot, hugging your left hip back. Reaching your heart forward. Now staying here, again, adjust as you need, find support as you need, and taking your nice fold. Taking another round of breath. And then go ahead and bring your knee all the way back and around. And we're gonna come all the way onto your hips. Awesome, yogis. As you bring yourself down, we're gonna do a little double pigeon action today. So we've been pretty neutral that we've been working with and just kind of the rotation. But we're gonna go ahead and open up the hips now. It might be more comfortable if you have a pillow or maybe, again, even a block to sit up on, kind of just depending, because what most importantly we don't want to happen is we don't want this to happen in the lower back. We're kind of like sitting back, or how my hips are just tucked, posteriorly tucked. So you want to make sure, if that's happening, you want to elevate yourself because it means the hips are a little bit tighter. So we want to be able to sit up nice and tall, nice and long. So if it's harder to sit nice and tall with the hips flat on the mat, go ahead and place something underneath you. From here, I want you to go ahead and bring your left shin parallel with the top of your mat. Bring your right shin parallel with your left shin. And you want to stack ankle over knee, knee over ankle. So dead on. Now, as you can see, as long as there's no pain, you're good. And even here, I'm showing that my hips are tight because I can't get this knee to drop down anymore. That's it. And you don't need to force it. It's tight. That's how hips work. You let it breathe. You go for it. If it feels all right for you, as you breathe into it, and you want to take a little fold forward, you're welcome to. Just that little release forward. Soften your shoulders, soften your neck, soften your jaw. Just a couple more rounds of breath here. And on your next inhale, go and take your time. Slowly bring yourself up. You're going to gently rock back and go and switch sides. Woo, bring that other foot forward. And just double check. Again, wiggle into it. One side might be more open than the other. My left hip is clearly that hip today. So as you sit tall, maybe you have support. Maybe you're staying a little bit more lifted. That's fine. Again, go where you can with it. Drawing the shoulders down. Length of the spine. If it's available for you and you want to take a little walk forward, go ahead. Allowing your heart to reach forward, allowing your shoulders to soften. Don't tighten through your jaw. Try not to hold your breath. One more round here. Then go and extend your legs out in front of you. Reaching through the legs, go ahead and take the skin of the bum, just gently lift it up nice, flex into both feet. Take your arms up and overhead as you lift to lengthen. And as you exhale, go ahead and take your nice big reach forward, around. The pinky toes, if not, on the mat, on the shins. Use a towel, use a strap. Inhale, get a lift, get it out of your shoulders. And exhale, go ahead and take your fold. Two more rounds of breath here. One more. And then taking your time as you inhale, go ahead and gently lift. Now we've had a lot of twists today, really twisting things up. So we're gonna take it onto our back. If you happen to have a block, a pillow, a blanket, I'm gonna give us a couple options, but I'm gonna do it side. So we've done bridge many times. Fingers reaching for the heels, all 10 toes forward. So pretty standard, your chin will reach up, shoulders will press down to the mat. From here, you're just gonna go ahead and take a nice standard bridge. Sending your tailbone towards your knees. Try not to squeeze your glutes, you're more engaged through the hamstrings. And then you're opening up through the heart. Now, if available, you bring your fingers, interlace them together, and gently draw your shoulder blades a little bit more towards each other and down. Gets a little bit more lift through your heart. I love to poke my ribs out like that, so I really have to work towards drawing them in. My ribs just love to stick out. It's always been an issue. As much as I work core too, it doesn't help keep my ribs in. They just stick out. One more round of breath here. And go ahead and gently release. Now, if that feels good and you want to stay with that, go with that. If you happen to have a block or even a blanket, a pillow, it might be nice. I would suggest, your lowest to either middle height with your block. You're going to place it underneath your sacrum. So that's the part in your back. It's the flatter part below your lower back. You're kind of like your upper bum, upper glutes. So from there, more like where your waistline is on your pants if you're wearing them, around the waist. So from there, you're going to take your time. Stay here. No pain in the lower back whatsoever. Even if you're using just like a blanket under the hips, and you can extend the legs out, and it gives you a nice little opening of the hips because it's kind of pressing out. Now gravity's working against you. If you don't get an instant sensation through your hips, that's okay. This is considered more of a restorative pose. So it's something where we're gonna breathe into a little bit longer to just help the hips release. The more you can start to focus on your breath, the more your body's aware that you're kind of just hanging out, chilling, it'll start to release even more. And it's a great thing to do for anyone, again, who's just at home or a little bit more sedentary, not moving too much, at a desk chair, just to get the hips to open and kind of release. Because sometimes a lot of tightness that we get into our lower back sometimes correlates from our hips. We did twisting today, so hopefully some of that helped, but also with what's going on in the hips too. So taking just a couple more rounds of breath here. And when you're ready, take your time, go ahead and bend your knees. Plant your feet down onto the mat. And then go ahead and gently lift your hips up and gently lower. Now take a moment, let your lower back settle. If you were propped up on something, even if it was a blanket, just check to see. It might feel like there's a little space now in your lower back, and it's awesome to have that little space because we deal with so much lower back tightness and pain. Most of us do. So it's good to just get that relaxed release. I've done this a lot with a friend who works from home, and she's like, oh my gosh, that feels so much better on my back. All right, yogis, let's go ahead and finish it out here. Go ahead and bring your knees to your chest. Give them a little hug. Keep your right knee in, send your left leg forward. And as you exhale, I know we've twisted today a lot, but we're gonna finish with one more round. Take that knee across your body, and then reach your right arm to the side. One more round of breath here. And bringing yourself back to center. Go ahead and bring the right knee in. Go ahead and bring your left knee in and switch it out. Send that right knee forward. And as you exhale, go ahead and pull your knee across your body. Feel free to reach that left arm out towards the side. Two more here. And then inhale brings you back to center, hugging your left knee in. Go ahead and hug your right knee in. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, bring your forehead up towards your knees, pausing at the top. Take a deep breath in. And exhale. Gently release everything out onto your mat. Palms facing up, shoulders soften down onto your back. And as you settle, just for a couple moments here, moving into Shavasana. Finding stillness, finding peace. gently begin to deepen your breath. Bringing movement back to your fingers and your toes. Reaching your arms over your head, take a long stretch through your body. Bending your knees when you're ready, roll to your side. Ooh. Allow your breath to deepen. And on your next exhale, pressing yourself all the way back up to seated. Just like how we started, crossing at your shins. Feel free to keep your eyes closed, face up. Bringing your hands together at heart center. Take a nice deep inhale. Out your mouth, let it go. 2 more deep breaths in. And release. 1 more deep breath in. And release. Sealing in your practice, your work, your effort. Namaste. Thank you so much, yogis, and thank you so much for your patience and understanding. I do apologize, it got a bit chaotic in the middle. I hope you're able to switch over. When I went live again, I dropped it, then came on because of a call. But anyway, glad you're here. Next Friday, don't forget, we're moving it to 12. Oh my God, good. You are back on it. Okay, nice, extra vinyasa. Good, thank you. I hope you went into too many. I felt bad, I was like, I knew that was gonna happen. It's like funny, because it's like the time of which the delivery was. Thank you so much, Alicia. The time of delivery was between 9:30 and 3:30. So that's the window you get. So I was like, I've waited before in these situations where it literally came at like 3:20, and I was like, yeah, cool. It was between 9:30 and 3:30. I sat home all day for that, and it came at the end. I also realized that probably because it was so back-ordered and I'm so delayed on this dresser, that they probably had me first on the list. But anyway, it's not important. But next week, 12 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, your guys' time, and hopefully I'll see you then. Have a great rest of your day, and happy Super Bowl if you're watching. I hope your team wins. Awesome, sounds good. And yeah. Oh, thank you so much, Hector. Thank you. Appreciate it. But you all enjoy. Have a good one. Thanks, Alicia.